The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
A suit.
I know, isn't it cute? He's like a little man.
He carries a briefcase. Does no one else think that's, I don't know, a little freaky?
Hello everybody, welcome to another rip-roaring episode of What's the Script? Series 4, Episode 12. Thanks for tuning in again, and thanks to everybody that tuned in over the last week. Hope you enjoyed our Jurassic Park. As always, joined by the man with the Star Wars background, Mr. Chris Ness. How are you, Chris?
Yes, hunky-dory. Not enjoying the weather, you see. It's awfully cold and windy and wet there. I mean...
Wettest bloody start to a year I can remember, mate. It's horrible.
Aye. But wait till the summer, but see when the summer comes out, it'll be all dry and it'll be a drought and we're all gonna die.
But no, before we get the warm rain in the summer. That's always nice. It's like walking about with clothes on, getting a shower. That's always smashing. You can't put a jacket on because you're pure clammy and horrible. It's a serious country, mate. My father-in-law told me, by the way, did you see the temperature in Rio the other day?
No.
61 degrees Celsius in Rio last week. And forgive my math, but I think that works out about 130 Fahrenheit or something.
Aye. But you can't get bammed up for your energy prices out there, I tell you. No need to heat your house.
I tell you. See if that happened out here, I can tell you at least 4 to 6 people would be sent out to work in that in the thickest fucking polyester trousers you can ever imagine. Who's you think they are, Chris?
Aye. The only people deemed important enough to work through COVID.
I know. Pure fucking... Imagine the temperatures you'd be putting buckets of dirty mop water there yourself at Flashdance, man. He's a maniac.
And all sorts of fucking Amazonian diseases. Where'd you get that for? Where'd you get the malaria for? Drinking the bucket water. It was a necessity.
Do you like your bucket water with bits in it? Yeah. Oh. I just get a mental.
Like the boys in Platoon.
Mad Junior. I just get fucking a horrible... And how when you empty a bucket after doing the landings, it's got all that like scummy residue that's left in it, man. Oh no.
Oh. Turn around and smell like something, right? You've got a big bit stuck in your teeth. Alright.
Aye, or the white ring, security ring that comes round off the bottle that snaps off, man. Anyway, listen, everybody, thanks very much for having us once again. We are delighted to be back. As always, a big thank you to Quaint for providing the title track music. Well done, boys. You've got a gig tonight, which is Thursday in Edinburgh. Good luck with that. You don't need it, but you're smashing. So check them out, folks, on Spotify and all your other audio listening platforms. Chris, where can the people... Oh, sorry? What's with the eyes?
Edinburgh? Oh, is it Edinburgh? I thought it was. I thought it was audio. See next to where the Arches was.
Was it? Oh well, listen to Chris. He knows better.
They're playing the night.
Aye, they're playing the night. See if you go onto their Instagram or their Facebook page or social media, Twitter. You'll find out, and there's tickets available. A limited amount. I know that there's a limited amount left available, but they're well worth it. They're a good night out. And plus, they're the only band on as well, so you can always check it out. The new talent on the scene. So, aye, speaking of finding things and finding people and finding a faction and just try to find things. Chris, where can the good listeners find what's the script?
Well, you know the wee residue that floats on the water after you've done the landings? You can find us in the residue of a mop bucket.
Really? I'm always rinsing that out. I know. Stop.
Aye. Aye, you could you could find us in the firing piston of a racing car. You could find us in the song of every little bird in the morning. You can find us everywhere and everywhere.
Very true. In fact, top news, just as we do this, it's just coming through there about the, is it the part, what do you call it, a thing with collider?
Aye.
Higgs boson? What's it called, the what collider?
Aye.
Atom collider? Or something like that. That's blew up. That's blew up. Just get the news through on my phone there. Apparently it's been ripped open, debris everywhere, bodies, and the reason was an atom clashed with What's the Script podcast that was in that Higgs boson, flying about at the speed of light there, colliding with the atoms.
Yeah. Right the way you can find
Oh.
us at all. See that part in Interstellar where Matthew McConaughey's behind the bookcase? We're in there, mate. We're in there.
Right in between the slats. Shouting and all that. You can't hear us, but we're shouting. Shouting like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hear me. You're my daughter. So there we go. So guys, whatever you do listen to us on or watch us on, please hit the like button. Leave us a little comment. Give some suggestions for films as well. Me and Chris do have a vast body of film backgrounds and suggestions and that, but we're always open to suggestions for the outside looking in. Because you know what I mean. Thanks for listening to the episode as always, and we hope you always enjoy it. But give some food for thought there. Speaking of food for thought, Chris, what you watched this week? This past 7 days, what you watched?
Well, I'm not sure if it was last week, if I mentioned it last week or no, but I watched The Iron Claw. I got around to watching it, and it's a smashing film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a tragic story if anybody knows the background of it, but to actually see how things came about is it was
See
good.
if you don't know the background of it, people, I would suggest you don't go looking for it. Just watch the film and then read up on it, because I didn't know anything about it. And the film was great, absolutely great. And then I read up on it after, and it's a tragic tale, and people laugh at curses, but tell you, man.
Aye. Aye. Nah, that definitely did seem like a curse, but aye. I think
Iron Claw
that's
was their signature move. It was like a naked Mr. Socko.
aye. But apart from that, I think that was it. Well, I watched was it Ricky Stenicki? I watched
Yes.
that. That was funny, man.
All the while, 24/7 Jizz James.
Like I said to you, mate, John Cena is fast becoming one of my favourite people. He's just superb in that, man. Superb.
He's not trying to be anybody's no. He knows his limits as an actor, and he's pretty damn good at what he's doing. I didn't laugh my head off at him coming out in the Oscars naked like everybody else did, but I can see why he done it.
Aye.
But Ricky Stenicki's a good cast, isn't it? Really good
Aye.
cast.
It's a good film, man. Again, for some reason, the critics are not taking to it. I don't know why, but hey ho. But aye, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly.
You know, we've been panning critics, right, the last few weeks, haven't we? And by the way, fully justified, because I think that critics have stopped being film fans. We're film fans that talk about movies. We highlight the good and the bad, but critics just, that word critic, it's like, I'm going to pan this. They're fucking,
Aye.
you know what I mean?
As it's a lot of it is, aye, it does seem that way. And I've got an opinion that critics' reviews are bought and paid for by some studios. Only evidence is some films I've watched and they've gave it like it should be winning every Oscar, and I've sat down and watched it and went, "This is fucking dog meat." So
100%. 100%. Because I look at some of the reviews for a lot of the Disney stuff over the last decade, and I'm like, no way. I've not even met a person that likes this thing, and it's got 80% rating and all that, and nah,
aye,
that's no right. That's doctored.
it's like, well, some people do like The Last Jedi, right? They do exist, right? But if you believe all the critics, it's it's high up there. It's like one of the, it's possibly the best or no. Then you see the fan score beside it, and it's such a differentiation. You're like, did you watch a different film for us? And it just
Aye,
seems that they knew it was that bad. They had to put it out there that it was brilliant.
aye. It's just, who's lying here? I've got this here, and you're saying that, and they don't marry up. Somebody's
Aye,
telling porkies.
aye. It's the whole Marvel thing as well. I went to see the Black Panther because I was hearing left and right.
God
It's
love you.
potentially the best Marvel film made, and I
You
watched it.
talk about you talk about the first one or the second one,
The first one,
because both of them were meant to be the best ever.
aye, and I watched it and I went, aye, that was good, but it wasn't. It wasn't better than Civil War or like Winter Soldier, see stuff like that. So I was like, who the fuck's writing this? Know what I mean? Is it like trying to punt a dead horse sort of thing? But that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean, you look at Black Panther and Wakanda, right? And in fact, directly versus them against, for talking sake, films that have done crap in the DCU, like The Flash. Flash is fucking better, and I don't care about the fucking, apart from the CGI bits. Flash a better movie. All other place and kept going. Or telling you, I'm going to keep banging this drum to the day I die. Right? See Shazam, Fury of the Gods. That
Aye.
was a brilliant film. No brilliant, it was a class film. Absolutely great. And it was, I felt sorry for, I wanted to fly to America, find Zach Levy and hug him for the shite he received for that film, because it was that good, man. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion, bud. Myself, mate, I watched also those two films that you watched. Thoroughly enjoyed them, and I watched another three new films. I watched The Beekeeper, which exactly what it says in the tin. Jason Statham, you're in the film for about 8 minutes before the plot point is done. Hello, I stay with a wee woman. Wee woman's done wrong. Wee woman kills herself. I'm going to batter them. That's you.
Hmm.
Strapped herself in for a wee hour and a half. It was absolutely great. The other one I watched, what? Oh, I'll leave the on all one to last. Right, I watched Argyle, and I had
Aye.
a right good time with that. I thought it was great. It was funny, slapstick. Sam Rockefeller is just, every time I see him, he's just getting up and up and up my estimations for comedic effect and action. And well, I see some of the choreography for fighting in this, while talking and being funny to music, a bit like Bullet Train fight, man. Brilliant.
Aye.
So I'd check it out, mate. I think you'll enjoy it. If you don't want to take it too seriously, I think you will enjoy it. But the first new film I put my eyes through this week was Madam Web. Oh Jesus, dear Lord, good God
Oh,
in govern. Mary Jesus, the wee small donkey, and all the babies and all that. It was horrific, horrific. And I'd heard that. I'd heard that John Campbell told me so. But you need to watch it. You need to watch it, mate. You do. Everybody needs to watch it just to watch it. I can't explain it. Just watch it. It's so bad. I can't believe
There's
Sony can do something so vastly amazing with the same franchise as Spider-Man, right? Same world. Something so amazing as like Far From Home or Multiverse, and do this and all. See, Dakota Johnson's is Madam Web, and see everything I've seen her in, she's brilliant. She's a great actress. It's as if they gave her this part and says to her, "Cut, right? You acted a bit too good in that one. If you just want to be a bit stupid and just stop being a good actress, can you do that?" Nobody can act in this film. It's shocking, mate.
Yeah.
So, Madam Web,
No,
I got a 4 out of 10 on IMDb
That's-
for me, and I'm changing it to a 3.
that it's. I cannot see me watching it.
Gonna
It
please
didn't
watch it.
interest me when I first heard it was being made, and knowing what I know about the character and knowing what they've done with other characters is a bit shit. Because
Can you
I know
please
the
watch
fact
it?
as well. See the trailer, they showed you all the different Spider Woman and their outfits, but it turns out they're not. They're never in their outfits in this film. It's like a dream sequence or a future or something like that.
Spoiler
That-
alert, right? Spoiler alert, that is they're a vision of the future. They're a flash forward in the future. And gonna please say it on recording that you're going to watch it for me, but I need you to watch it because I want to talk to you about it.
I
Please.
don't know.
It's no 2 hours long.
I know.
It's a bit
I
under
know
my
it's
hat.
not, but it'll probably feel like fucking watching Ben Hur.
Well, Ben Parker's in it.
Aye.
I don't fucking know why, by the way. He's got nothing connected to the lore of Spider-Man. Fucking. Oh, just please watch it, mate. I need you to watch it so that I know somebody personally that's watched it. Do you know who'll love it? And this isn't a sexist thing or an ageist thing or a woke thing. It's really not. It's as if it's been made for wee girls and wee boys, maybe. And I'm talking 5, 6, 7, who might get a kick out it because they can't process what the fuck's going on. They're just seeing wee bit of action on it. It's just, I don't know who it's aimed at. Honestly.
Right. Well, I might as a gift to you, since it was your birthday. I might watch it.
Brilliant, that's it. You heard it here first, everybody. Chris is going to watch Madam Web, and he's going to hate me for it. He's going to watch it anyway. I also watched 3 older films. I watched Tremors, Terminator 2, which the Seismic Boys done a review of last week, which was very, very good.
Yep.
Check that out for us. And it was the director's cut T2, which was even better. And I watched a film called Jane Got a Gun. It's a western,
Aye.
and the 3 main actors in it are fucking Star Wars prequel. Obi-Wan, Padme, and Uncle Owen.
Aye.
But it was alright, actually. It was quite a good film.
Aye. Aye. You can't go wrong with westerns. They need to be really bad for you not to like a western.
Aye.
But aye.
It was teetering on very bad, but it was like a solid 6, mate. And apart from that, I watched the first episode of Away, because we were talking about Hilary Swank last week. And that get turned
Fuck's
off
sake.
before it finished, man. That's just tragic. That was tragic. But and we'll talk about the other things we've been watching next week because they're series. Anything else you're wanting to watch this week or going to go and see in the cinema, perhaps?
Yeah, well, I don't know what the plan is because tomorrow is the brother's birthday, and the plan was to go see Ghostbusters. But now he doesn't want to go to the pictures, so I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't want to go to pictures? Who are you going to call? Yes!
But I'm definitely going to go and see it. But I don't know if it's morally right for me to go see something in the pictures when it's his birthday. Like, mind that thing we're going to do for your birthday? Well, I'm fucking doing it myself.
Aye. Where are you going, Chris? I'm going to sit at your present. You
Aye.
dick.
Know how you didn't want a bouncy castle? I've hired one for us. Boo!
Tell you, I'm
Bye.
looking forward to it. I've seen the big trailer and all that. And it looks kind of dark, doesn't it?
Aye, that's just intriguing me. That's what got me to watch the last one with the
Aye.
Waynes. Because I didn't like the one with the all-female cast because it just felt,
It
seeing they
was
were
too
telling
funny.
jokes,
Aye, it
they
was
had
trying
to
to be too funny.
describe the jokes. Know what I mean? I'm calling you a loser because you're a loser, and I'm like, no, fuck off, bye bye. So,
I liked the
and
last one, mate. I've watched the last one 3 or 4 times, and it wasn't even the Paul Rudd effect. I thought the story was, it went back to Gozer, as you know, and
aye,
all that kind of stuff, but it was done in such a darker way. The whole opening gambit of Egon running for this thing and all that, and that was great. I thoroughly enjoyed
aye,
it.
that was good.
Dun-dun,
Aye,
dun-dun, dun-dun,
this
dun-dun, dun.
this one does. Aye, looks similar. So, aye, I'll be going to see it. Don't know when, right enough. But then I've got a gig on Saturday. I'm going to the
Oh,
Barras
aye.
to see Feeder. Yes.
Was that already? Jesus.
Aye. The year's flying through, mate.
There's no half, by the way. It's getting washed away the year, man, by the rain in Glasgow, I swear to God. That's good, mate. You'll enjoy that. Aye.
Aye.
I like the Feeder. I've seen them a couple of times. Good people.
Aye. Aye.
If you're going to have a wee drink before it, and you're going up the stairs in the Barrowlands, try not to stumble and fall. Oh, it's just the way I'm feeling.
Aye.
Plenty.
If I don't get in, I'll just need to pay my CD player.
Oh, I'll drop you off, mate. I got a brand new car.
Get on.
Oh,
Oh, but look, you sitting, try to think of another song now.
I'm sitting here telling my other self in my head to stop giving me suggestions. That's it, plenty. 'Cause I don't know how
Aye.
I don't even know how long we're in, and we're not even touched on what we're doing this week. So let me
Aye,
tell you, people,
exactly.
was my pick, and I got a bit kerfuffled last week because I forgot what it was I was meant to be doing. But I thought we'd go down the animation route, and I picked a film that's very, very dear to my heart with regards to my children, and it's The Boss Baby, 2017, directed by Tim McGrath and starring a whole plethora of stars on the voice booth there. Who are they starring, Christopher?
Oh, well, we've got Mr. Alec Baldwin. A bit dodgy the news. Aye. Hey, don't point that at me. Steve Buscemi. Jimmy Kimmell. Lisa Kudrow. Miles Bakshi. And Toby McGuire.
Toby McGuire, mate. He is grown-up Tim / narrator in this.
Aye.
And I remember, again, when I first started watching this, I know that voice. Fucking took me a wee while, and I was like, so it is. It's Peter. It's Peter time.
I'd say
So
that as
the
well.
premises, synopsis even, before Chris gazes the financials and that, is 7-year-old Tim is an older child is an only child with an overactive imagination. But he gets jealous when his parents bring home his new baby brother. However, Tim soon learns that the baby can talk and is here on a vital mission to foil the plans of the vengeful CEO, Francis, who owns Puppy Co. And that's it in a nutshell, mate.
Aye. As creations go, I thought it was rather good.
Smashing. Tell the folks what the financials were, mate.
Well, if I'm correct and the internet has not lied to me, Well, the budget was $125 million. Yes?
Mhm.
Am I right so far? And it made back worldwide $528 million. Am I right? Yes?
Yeah.
Aye.
I was kind of staggered and taken aback a bit about that. I thought that was tremendous monies.
Again, see what we'll talk about critics. They didn't like this. And I'm curious if it wasn't well liked. Why did it launch? Because I know it's got a wee a TV series,
Ah,
and then there was a
back in
sequel to it.
business.
Aye.
Aye.
So it's like, if it was shit, how can they then make this stuff off it? And then if it was shit, how did it make this amount of money?
Again, it just doesn't marry up. And I read a couple of reviews, and the reviews, they didn't totally pan it. They were just kind of, reviews, know what I mean? Like, aye, it was alright, nothing brilliant. But then I read Tim McGrath's thought process behind it, about how he wanted the animation to be specifically akin to the kind of animation of the 60s, late 50s, 60s. So it wasn't hard on your eyes, you didn't have to think about too much, it wasn't modern. Um,
Aye.
and I didn't think about that until I read it, and I was like, he's totally right. There is a very kind of 60s vibe off of things and cars and technology and that. And then there's other things in there that fuck with your head, because there's a bit right at the start and there's a Skeletor figure in Tim's room. And this is meant to be the late 70s, and you're like, no, He-Man wasn't out to 82, 83. But they're just mad.
Aye.
There's a lot of kind of goofs in it, but
Aye.
apart from that, 20th Century Studios, 528 million, man. That's
Aye.
over $500 million. That's
Aye. That's champagne shovels all round there. But Tom McGrath seems to have your number, doesn't he? Because he's also the guy behind Megamind. And that's also a favourite of yours.
Oh, aye, because I was thinking about that this morning. The last animation we done again was my pick, and it was Megamind. For the same reason, again, probably this film and Megamind are two of many, many films I would never have watched if I didn't have young children.
See the way you said that there? You were like, you were like a fucking guy in a trench on the Western Front, like, many, like you're leaning on a fucking rifle, many.
Aye. See if I ever like day one money and I take the wench to Disneyland, I'll get PTSD. It's a big Mickey. It's a big Mickey Mouse. But
Superb, man.
as much as I would never have watched them had it not been for my kids, I'm so glad I did. Megamind. By the way, that's the other thing I watched last week. Megamind 2. Megamind versus the somethings, and it's all right, but it's no Will Ferrell's voice, and that's just thrown me. Anyway,
Aye.
so what do you think of the film, mate?
Aye. Enjoyed it. Like I said, like, I watched this the first time after you said to me, so I was already a man. But it was the humour in it's funny, you know what I mean? And the whole story is good. Plus the whole idea of the new baby coming into the house and just totally running the joint, which in a way is true. I thought it was brilliant. Well done. So
It's well done.
all aspects of it I thought was well done.
See you talking about your brother the day and about his birthday and stuff like that. Again, I've read Tim McGrath's. He wanted this film to be made with his brother in mind, and he wanted his brother to come to the premiere and see it, because there was a lot of that kind of about, like the big brother little brother thing. And he says one of the best feelings I ever had was watching his big brother greeting at the end of it. I was like,
Aye.
oh. All the while you're sitting in a cinema yourself like,
Get around you, Davey. This is our birthday now.
fucking no coming with me in your birthday, you prick. You prick.
Aye. It's there. But it sticks to the old formula of animated movies, but then it like starts off with two characters at odds with each other. They eventually become pals. Then you get the wee sad bit in the middle. Then they come back together, and then it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Whereas Disney films, right, they usually kill somebody. You know what I mean? Most Disney films open like the fucking Goodfellas. You know what I mean? There's Bambi's mom in the back of the motor. Bang!
Aye. Oh, what she's cutting about with poison apples and the like, man.
Aye, it's
Or,
fucking. But
I don't know. What was it? Is it Sleeping Beauty? She wasn't meant to be sleeping. She was meant to be dead. Know what I mean? The
aye,
spell was rang.
and it wasn't like, oh, just poison her tea and let her go. No, I want you to cut her heart out and bring it back like a cartel member. Know what I mean?
Aye. I said,
Okay.
you wee shite. I know it's your christening today, but seeing your 18th birthday, I'm going to get you. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to get you. No, I'm going to prick your finger on your 18th birthday. 18th birthday, you'd be sitting inside a padded room, wouldn't you?
Aye. But it's like it sticks to the formula of animated movies, but it's good, man. And like I say, see the whole idea of the new baby coming in and taking care of the house, and the way they've done it, like he is like the boss baby. Like he's greeting and he clicks his fingers and points there, and everybody goes there. It's just brilliant, man. It's good. It's
That's
good, man.
brilliant. What about the they gave him the bottle of Skelps the Hod and all that. Leave it. That's fine. But it's great. It doesn't over elaborate on the fact that Tim's an only child at the start. It's a quick 4 minutes or something like that. And it starts off obviously survival of the fittest, and it's him trying to fight two gorillas, and that instantly tells you it's his overactive imagination. He's got his mum and dad to himself, they're his playmates and all that. And
Aye.
like you say, new baby brother comes in, and he can't believe it because it's a new baby brother. He says it twice, and all that just to get it in his head. So
It's
apparently I was like that when I was a wee boy, but I don't remember because me and Robbie were too close together. But I was trying to feed him Maltesers in an incubator at 1 day old. You try to murder your brother? No, promise.
it's one of the sweetest deaths possible. Maltesers.
It's a dead light middle, mummy.
I like to see if you can take that trick. You can blow it up above his mouth and keep it floating.
Oh, jeez, aye. So
Yeah.
it's good, it's clever, like you said, mate. A lot of humour in it, and it all lands. Never knew Jimmy Kimmel was a voice actor, but
Nah. Again, but I know that he's got a lot to say in this, but
it's a keeper.
I completely forgot he was in this. Know what I mean? Because see, when I was looking at the cast, I was like, aye, they're all whatever, but hi, Jimmy Kimmel. I think he has done more, hasn't he? He's done others.
Does his own skits and sketches as part of his
Aye.
show. I remember he done Batman versus Superman. He recreated the Lex Luthor kind of party bit where
Aye.
Clark and Bruce meet, and then he just walks in and goes like that. You look awful like Superman. You know Superman. No, what you talking about? That was funny. And he goes away and he comes
Aye.
back again on it. That was
Aye.
quite good.
But I'll tell you what, but talk about having Alec Baldwin as the baby is absolute. It's perfect. They could have went down different roads with it, go different actors, and I don't think it wouldn't have been as funny. You know what I mean? See what if you want to have we're talking, let's see, like Toby McGuire. See if we would have had him doing the boss baby. He's get too light a tone. If you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just
There's a gravitas about Alec Baldwin's voice which you don't appreciate watching him. acting. But in this, definitely. And Wayne's on the stupid either. I've tried to sit the Wayne's down to the series, A Boss Baby, and it's no Alec Baldwin's voice, and they just don't like it. And I think that's got a lot to do with it, to be honest with you. And I don't fucking like it. I don't like watching it, even though it's still probably nothing wrong with it. But Baldwin's voice, it's authoritarian and it is kind of business-like, and some of his language is good. Eyes ahead. I said eyes ahead, son. I mean, brilliant, man.
Yeah,
I beseech you.
it's genius, man. But there's, I was looking at like trivia and all that stuff for Office, and like the character that Steve Buscemi voices, he actually replaced Kevin Spacey,
Aye.
which I don't know if it kind of helps the film a bit better, because obviously the baddie in this, he is a bit whiny. Know what I mean? And I think Kevin Spacey's got a brilliant voice and all, but see if his voice would have come out of that character, I don't think it'd have played the same.
No, he'd have been on a par with Alec Baldwin as well. Kind of same mastermind, authoritarian voice kind of thing as well. So you're right, that's a good point, mate. I never thought about it that way, but aye, because he kind of loses his rag, because that's what he's. Francis has done all this through pure revenge and spite. I mean, which is great.
I know. He likes to play a bad guy, doesn't Steve Buscemi? Know what I mean?
Aye.
Because it was fucking, what's his name in Monsters Inc?
Yeah, Randall.
That's it. I was going to say
It is.
Ralph. I went, that's no fucking right.
Another film I've watched over 500 times. No lie.
Oh, aye.
No lie at all. Aye, he's great, man. Bill Buscemi, and he's probably got one of the most distinctive voices in Hollywood, man. You just know it's him, don't you?
Aye. I've got. I'm going to say it. I'm going to let you hear it. Got a lot of time for Steve.
What time for the boy?
Plus, I get an absolute. I get pure unappreciated. Like, it doesn't need to be appreciated, but see when I found out that he was a fireman and he went and helped at 9/11 and all that, and I was like, I like you even better now. I've got digital time for you and all now, Steve. No just analog. I've got digital time for you too, mate.
Me and you are meeting up for coffee in all the multiverses, young Buscemi. Aye, I think the story goes it just instinct kicked in and he just turned up on scene, didn't he? And he was there for like 5 days or something.
Aye. Know what I mean? It's the kind of guy he is, man. But
imagine him pulling you to rubble, but you think you had gone to heaven, think you died. Oh, fucking, I'm dead, and you're pulling me. Fucking Steve Buscemi, hello, God.
Aye. But he's good, man. Well, good. Like a lot of the voice actors in this, the choice of the people to do the characters, I think is well done.
I know, no, you're right.
Even the wee boy who plays young Tim.
Aye. The boy who plays young Tim was Miles Bakshi, and he was a son of a company director that worked at DreamWorks, and he was always around the studio. And Tim McGrath asked him to just read a couple of parts to help out, and it was that good. He's like, "You've got the gig, mate," which was hazardous towards the end of filming because his voice broke as well, apparently. Because when he started it, he was 10, and they put down some stuff on recording, and then by the time he finished it, he was nearly 14.
Yeah, that puberty, it'll get you. It'll get us all. But see, interesting enough, I don't know how true it is. Again, I'm just going on the back of the internet. That boy's granda was the first director of the Lord of the Rings cartoon.
Right.
And that's why I kind of hope that see the whole, because obviously anybody that's not seen it in the film, the young boy Tim has got a wizard alarm clock, and it's like a parody of Gandalf.
Excuse me, you call him by his name, which is Wizzy. Morning, Wizzy. Hello, Master Tim.
But I wondered if that was like the wee a wee nod because it's got a lot of nod to different films in this all the way
No,
through
it definitely does. It definitely does. And there's some other stuff later on which I'll explain that was purposefully done about it as well. Like, there's two bits in there where he says, it doesn't word for word quote Ian McKellen, but it's about it. You have to change the words for copyright reasons. Instead of saying "you shall not pass," it's "you will not pass" and all that kind of stuff. And instead of saying "run, you fool," he says "fly, fly, you fools." Talk about Blackbird. So it's a direct thing, me. But Ralph Bashiki's grandfather was. I read up on it, and he is credited in the year of our Lord 1978, where I was born. There you go.
Oh my. When rainbows were black and white there.
Fucking no, man. No, 70s is Starsky and Hutch. That's pure colour. But Baldwin and all, man. He done the line in this "cookies are for closers," which is quite funny. Put the cookie down. Cookies are for closers. And then he steal it, but he took it. He says it's a spoof off his Glengarry Glen Ross line. Coffee is for closers in 1992. Don't even know what that is. If it was a movie or a fucking.
It's a film. It's all these little office workers. They've all been gave their books practically, and they walk around to steal the company. I'm sure. Al Pacino and all that's on it. Kevin Spacey. I can't remember the other actors in it, but Alec Baldwin's in it as well.
Sounds like
I
an
don't know much about it
advertisement
because
for a
I've
whiskey.
seen it once. Eh?
Aye. Sounds like a whiskey commercial. Glengarry Glen Ross from the Highlands of Scotland. Matured 12 years.
Aye.
It's your kind of favourite. He's a favourite scene, mate.
Funny enough that you should mention that part because it's it's when fucking obviously Boss Baby turns around and goes, "Babies, we are having a crisis," and Big Jumbo looks at his nappy. And again, man,
Brilliant,
it's
man.
just see the part behind that. It's just like obviously, oh, we're having a bit of a crisis. Like obviously, the waiting has shat himself. You know what I mean? And it's fucking just catches you off guard, man.
It's good. That whole meeting's good, man, because he's got the troops rallied round, and they're all like they can all speak. Apart from Jimbo, who can't speak, but they all know what's going on. They're all part of Baby Cop, but they're not as mature as Boss Baby. He's like, "Here, write this down," and Stacey's writing stuff down. And he's like, "What did I say? Read it back to me." She's like, "I can't read." What? What have you been writing down? It's just scribbles, man. And then the wee triplets that just agree with everything they say, man. And then
Aye.
Big Jumbo eating all the cookies. It's too good.
Aye. It's funny, man. See the way he plays off on stuff like that. That obviously they're acting grown up, but they're still Waynes. It's just clever. They're just the daft stuff, man.
Because it's no long after Tim's found out that the baby can talk. He's walked in on him. He's heard somebody on the phone, hasn't he? That's one of my favourite bits. And he sneaks up to the room and he can just see the outline silhouette of his back. He's on one of the AV Playmobil phones. Yes, sir. I'll get right on that. You can talk. Fart poop duty. Goo goo gaga. No, I heard you. You can talk. Man. Okay, I can talk. But can you
There's a
listen?
part in that when he starts laughing at Tim, and he just has this mad mental laugh.
That's brilliant. But he just
So,
admits it, doesn't he? He just goes, aye, well, fine, I can talk. Now let's see if you can listen. Get me a double espresso and find a place round here that sells a decent tuna roll. I'd kill for a decent spicy tuna roll. Flings money at him and all that. Get yourself a wee something.
aye, aye. Another bit for me. Just after the meeting, see the whole chase for the audio tape. It's like a mix of like like Tim's mental imagination and what's actually happening. Because there's it's like watching fucking Die Hard or something. There's explosions and it sees me toy motors crashing and all this shit flying through the air. And like, see the bit where it's like Tim, he jumps onto the back of the motor and he's getting dragged, and you're like, fuck's sake, how fucking fast is he going? Like 100 mile an hour. And then it cuts back to the parents in the house, like, oh, the Waynes are getting on, and it's like fucking.
Hey, just like a wee reality check. Oh, what's happening out there? Ah, they're just playing and they're just getting dragged at pedal speed. That's fun. Seeing that whole battle, mate. See Jumbo. Run, 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 run. Just jumps at his road and right through the fence. And he doesn't turn around, but he comes back about a minute later. Run, 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 run. Just through the fence. Man.
Oh, mate. It's fucking funny, man. Oh. And another one again, it's the chase, but it's when they're getting chased after the babysitter. I think it's funny, man.
Big Eugene. It's quality, man. See, because they've made him sick before, I think they've carried on, they were sick and all that, and they've put like goo in the hoover and, oh, it's in my mouth. Oh, it's in my mouth, I know. But when he starts chasing them, he uses the wee skateboard and all that, flies through the police motor and jumps up and does like skills and stunts, and then Tim just goes into imagination land when he gets the bike, and he's no meant to ride a bike, but he learns, and then like Boss Baby's in his ear. Aim for failure and you'll always succeed. What does that mean? Away from failure. He's getting for the train.
Aye, that is, mate. It's just, and then the other wee Wayne characters, they come back into it again. Know what I mean? Mad Jumbo, he's setting about this this big henchman guy. Know what I mean? It's funny, man. It's funny. It's
aye. See, Big Eugene, right? If he throws Jumbo, and Jumbo lands in a car bonnet, pure imprints it, and then gets angry. Just and see when he jumps on him and rips his eyebrows off and puts them on his cell. Funny shit.
Oh, mate, it's fucking. All that I say is, mate, is see when you're watching it, there's all sorts of bits it just catches you off guard and you start laughing. But these scenes, mate, they're just that well done and fun. They're fun scenes. You know what I mean?
They're fun scenes, mate. Even at what do you call it? Towards the end at the airport. And they fall out, obviously, and then they get back. Like, I need your help. Oh, yeah, we do make a pretty good team. He's like, no, I can't reach the door handles. I do need your help. It's brilliant. He says, how are we going to get to Las Vegas? And then the miracle comes. It's already Elvis's. Down, down, down. No, we're going to Vegas. I think that's clever as fudge. That bit.
Aye. They knock the wee Elvis guy in taking a shit. And he's like, come on, baby, don't hurt me.
I sit in the top. Oh, don't be cruel. And then when they get onto the plane without a ticket, the guy grabs him, and it's just the suit that comes back. And he goes, Devlin Skies.
That's fucking so stupid, man. Oh, but it's funny.
It's funny. Even the whole towards this bit, Baby's not had his formula that keeps him an adult in the heat, so it keeps like flipping back into baby mode. His eyes go like anime Chinese eyes, man. Ha! What happened? Oh, I think I just ate $1.75. That's funny, man.
Like, let's see the whole story, like the whole reason for Boss Baby being there, because they're going to replace like babies with puppies. I thought that was so smart as well.
Aye.
Like, because you split. I mean, I'm guilty, I know, mate. I treat fucking my dog like it's a Wayne. Know what I mean? I've even taken to calling it the third baby. Know what I mean? So it's relevant. Know what I mean? And you're seeing it more and more. I mean, see where we work. I have seen people who push their dog about in a pram.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about.
That's aye.
He's not done it in
That's
a
not
while.
even.
That's
Aye.
Robert's pal, Big Paul.
Aye.
Every time I see him, I'm like, Robert, is your pal? No up, Paul, I'm up. He always catches Robert and ends up talking to him for about 30 minutes. But
Aye.
it's the first time I seen that. I was like, he's not got a win. He's too old to have a win, that guy. Touching. And then I caught him in the foyer one day. This wee pair of eyes looking out at me. I was like, oh, gee, he's got a dog in that. Oh
This
my
one
God.
ugly bastard there waiting. What were you doing? Have you been out shagging jackals again?
Oh, yeah. The poor mother. Oh, dear Lord. Imagine that latching onto your breast. Oh, Jesus. So it's funny, really funny. And it's good. The plot is good, mate. You're right. And you touched on about how Buscemi was perfect and they end up to play it, and you're totally right. Because obviously he was boss baby at one stage. He became lactose intolerant, so the formula didn't work and he had to grow up. But he's always remembered, so he wanted revenge for being booted out of baby co-op. He's designed the forever puppy to take all the love away from all the babies, and it's done really well in it, man.
Aye. Like I say, it's like, because it was like, how do you, how do you walk in the fact that there's a management side of babies and what is their purpose, know what I mean? And to have the thing that usually takes unconditional love more than children as dogs or pets, know what I mean? So it was just smart.
Now it's
It was,
iPhones
yeah.
and Samsungs.
Oh, mate, mate, see the way Wayne's act with tablets and all that, mate? It's like, they're like mad wee crackheads. Telling you.
Aye. Exactly. I mean, we are encouraged because my boys have got autism to give them as much tablet time as possible because it takes their brain away from getting up to mischief. So, but still, we feel
Aye.
rotten for them sitting on it all the time, but I love it. So do they. But you're right about the plot, the animals and all that. It's so funny. See when he reveals the wee, I give you the forever puppy, and he reveals it, and this mother just goes like that, slaps her way out the road. Man.
Oh, it's fucking, but it's super. And then that was the whole work, mate. Back to the, see when he's back to the meeting and he's talking about the different kind of dogs, and he's like, oh, remember the Labrador and the cockapoo and all that, and say this without smiling. It's impossible.
I can't say Shawini without smiling. Shawini. Oh, brilliant, man.
Oh, it is, man. It's brilliant, man. But
I'm going to use talk about trivia and favourite scenes and stuff like that. There's something I never even noticed having watched this so many times, and I'm going to use James for Seismic Cinema's favourite word, foreshadowing. There was a good bit of foreshadowing in this, James, so you'll be glad I'm mentioning foreshadowing, which we don't mention an awful lot, but this is your foreshadowing bit, James. This is the James from Seismic Cinema section. Welcome, foreshadow. So, near the beginning, right, if you've watched this film, when Boss Baby, Tim's been grounded, so Boss Baby comes into his room, jumps on his toy train set to deliver him to Tim's bed, singing Blackbird singing in the dead of night. So he's on that, right? But there's different toys scattered about, foreshadowing the plot of the movie, which I never knew. First, there's a taxi, which the baby arrived in. Then there's a police car and a fire engine, which Tim was chased with. What else is there? Then there's a barn, referring to the family going to Puppyco. There's a game of Mousetrap, in which Tim, the boss baby, and Francis all end up at the end fighting the big thing that looks like Mousetrap. Then there's the aeroplane, which the parents fly in. The pirate ship, referring to Tim and Boss Baby, imagining their plane was a pirate ship. Then there's a habit trail, in which Tim climbs to get his parents. And there's a rocket, and there's a baby puppy. What? Didn't even know all the things were in that wee, like, 7
Aye.
second but animations clever.
Because
So
I was like, see, I was waiting for fucking Skeletor to pop up somewhere like that. Fucking.
will we meet again, He-Man?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
That's Skelly Bones.
Oh, superb, man.
So
I
there
ain't
you
seen
go,
that in
James.
the.
That was just for you. Wee bit of foreshadowing there, mate. Now you need to watch the film, but yeah, see.
Uh-huh. There you go. Um, you started singing the Blackbird song that they sing. Obviously, it's a Beatles song. I couldn't find anything that was used for a specific reason. Did you find anything? Or is it just the fact that they're Beatles? Or the person was a Beatles fan?
Well, that's Tim's special song. That's what
Aye.
the mum and dad. So Tim thought that Tim's mum and dad sang it to him every night before he went to sleep. So it's obviously the mum and dad's one of their favourite songs. It's Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Aye.
So the baby's singing that, and he goes like that. Tim says to him, "Hey, you can't sing that. That's my special song. That's my mum and dad wrote that song." And he goes, "What? Your mum and dad are Lennon and McCartney?" "No, they're Tim and Janice. See, you don't even know my mum and dad."
Aye. See, I was wondering if somebody had, what, in the making of the film, had put that in there because they liked the song so much, if it meant anything to anybody. But I'm surprised it might just be the fact that it's supposed to be set in a specific time.
Aye, well, Blackbird would have been out in the 60s, early 70s, maybe. Yeah, because it was Lennon McCartney. And this is meant to be the 70s where Tim's. So, you're right, mate. Just a sign of the times, I suppose.
Aye.
But it's quite funny. Paul McCartney does a song in Meatball, Cloudy by a Chance of Meatballs 2 as well. The title track for that's a McCartney song, but it's not a Beatles one, it's a newer one. All my life, look at me, da-diddle-da. See, I know all the Wayne's films, mate. It's absolutely smashing, so it is. Right there.
Oh, that just caught me.
How dare he choking my Paul McCartney? But there's loads to love in this film, a lot of great scenes. The patter in it is all Baldwin in it. He's got all the best lines, man.
Aye, because I tried to. In saying that, there's one other line I took that I liked, but all the rest of them are the boss baby through the film. The one that I liked that wasn't any like kind of real character was when they're on the plane, and it's ladies and gentlemen, and those in coach. You're
Aye,
fucking animals.
aye, brilliant. There's a good call to arms with that as well when they get to the first class and he says, "Where are we?" "First class." "Why is there nobody here?" "That's the great thing about first class. Nobody can afford it." So that's pretty good.
Aye.
There's a stewardess playing a harp. Ring, ring.
Aye, but other than Boss Baby's lines, that was the one other line. I was like, that's funny, man. But I'd say apart of but one is it hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word, but it's the right word. that's
Right.
fucking brilliant.
Hate's a strong word. It's the right word, but it's a strong word. That's very good, man. I like just Boss Baby's a mature brainiac business acumen, but he still uses phrases like "upsies." "I need upsies." Does that
It is.
twice. That's just a brilliant line. The second film is really good as well, mate. Should watch that.
Aye. Right. It's when he says it the second time, but see when it's all near the end of the film, and he says, "I need upsies." It's like it's like a pure serious part of the film, but again, it's still in there. That's still
It's like
childlike stuff. You know what I mean?
it's like a Family Guy bit when Brian, who's very educated, acts like a dog.
Aye.
Just instinct kicks in. It's quite funny, man. Other good line was when they've got off the plane and they find a ladies' night to take them to the centre. Thanks. And he drinks the thing, mate, the cocktail. He doesn't know it's a cocktail. He goes, "Yeah, the people of Long Island do not know how to make an iced tea." No realising it's a cocktail.
Mate, see the one that I don't know for whatever reason it just kept because obviously I watched it twice before we done this. See the bit they go into the bit that says no children allowed, and he's like, "It's almost daring us to go inside," and then they go in and they don't, and they're in darkness, and he goes, "Oh, I'm scared." And the next thing, the boss baby, "I've come for your soul."
You know, that is quite good.
What the fuck?
Also, there was a lot of parodies in this as well. The bit like inside the inflatable dog and came out the wee bit at the back was a direct tribute to Ace Ventura when he comes out the rhino. That's quite good as well when Boss Baby has to dress up as a wee dog. A wee angry march to the door. The guy tries to pet him.
Aye. Oh.
And then the other parody was when they find the file and they drop on the thing that's meant to be Raiders of the Lost Ark as well, which is quite good.
I mean, there's a lot in a minute. Like, obviously, assuming it goes back to the chase, the babysitter, when he comes off the roof, pulls out an umbrella and he floats down like Mary Poppins. And then, see when they're fighting near the audio, when I say it was like watching Die Hard, it's like watching Die Hard 2, because see the way the explosion comes up towards the camera and the wee tape flips. Like him ejecting for the plane, you know what I mean? It was fucking, there's all sorts of it, man. It's like, it's so good.
First time, you're right. When Tim hits the trampoline and bounces into his bedroom, you hear a bong, 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 bong. That's the $6 million man.
Aye.
And that's the very first time that Boss Baby says, "Upsies, I need upsies." Jumbo fires him right through the wall. But again, when Tim gets down the stair, Boss Baby shouldn't be there. He turns around the chair. He turns around like Blofeld, doesn't he? "Hey, Tim, what you got there?" How's it? Brilliant.
Oh, that's man. It's plus the whole. Obviously, the two boys start out as enemies, and then obviously they make a deal that right, we need to work together to get rid of each other, sort of thing. And then see that was nice and all. See that whole the more time they spent together and all that. He acted more like a Wayne, and the older brother became a bit more understanding and all that, and they end up actually becoming brothers. You're like that. Oh, my heart!
Turn that oven off because it's roasted. My heart is roasted. Can't be burnt
I didn't know
anymore.
it was Sunday. What do you mean? Heart's roasted.
Oh, it's like an Aunt Bessie totty. It's roasted. But that whole plane ride, there's a lot of shit happens. As you say there about them becoming brotherly. Tim's a bit scared. He says, "What's the matter?" He says, "My mum and dad always hold my hand when during takeoff. You don't think anything of it, but you just see Tim going, lightening up and lightening down. Boss Baby's got his horn, but still kidding on to read the business pages, but making sure he's all right." And then in the same flight, Tim teaches Boss Baby how to use his imagination. Just like that. "What you doing?" No, we'll write a memo. A memo is a powerful thing." And talks about a memo, and Tim goes, "Wow, after all of that, still sounds boring." So he takes his tie off, puts it on his head, and "Come on, kid on, you're a pirate and all that," and it does. Yeah. And it just gets into pirate mode and goes, "Oh, that blow me down." A wee pirate. Funny, man.
It's good, mate. It's the wee heartfelt, touchy moments, isn't it? Because obviously, it can't. Because see, the first time I watched this, look, obviously, like spoiler alert for people that haven't seen it, but Boss Baby goes back, and I go, "No fucking way, man! That's how it ends." I was like, "No, oh no, I don't think I like that."
I didn't either, man, because spoiler alert, the thwart Francis's plan, they saved the day, puppies are released into the world. So they've done their job. Boss Baby goes back to baby cop. And Tim goes back to being an only child, which was what both of them really, really wanted at the start because they hated one another. But they've both realised it's dead sad. See when the wee the wee babies in the hazmat suits are going about the house, eradicating the toys and the photos, and this wee thing goes up to Tim and goes, "Forget about the baby? No thanks. Okie dokie." Because they're wiping the man dad's mind there, lying on the couch, man, out the game. Forget about the baby. Forget about the baby.
See,
That's
my man fucking I don't mind couldn't let me get that bit at all, man. Forget about the baby. Like, Peter, I'm sure you pumped me. Fucking I've lost some amount of weight. The day stretch marks comfy.
forget about the pumping. Forget about the pumping.
What? Why the fuck am I buying like a cot and nappies and my hair's been cloned? You know what I mean? Like,
Aye.
but
Aye, so that was pretty good, pretty James Bondy at the end.
Aye. Well, obviously, Boss Baby likes being a baby, likes his brother and all that, and then he decides to just become a baby, doesn't he? Instead
Yeah,
of
well,
management.
that's it. He gets what he wants. He gets back to baby cop. He gets the promotion. He gets the corner office. He gets the big high desk and all that. He's got the golden toilet that he can't reach the fucking toilet paper. He's alone, and he's the only thing. But Tim just realises, sends him a letter with all the beads, because that's what Boss Baby used to say he's got all the love and all that, and offers him a job, being his brother, and he just goes woohoo, rips off his shit, kisses the manageress and all that, and
But
first scene recreates itself with him arriving again. Hey Tim,
Aye.
meet your new baby brother. It's good, really good.
Aye, it's so up in a nice wee bow. Because like I say, see the way it was fucking ending, I'm like that. Oh no, so that's not right. That
No. But the very, very last scene, we get fast forwarded into time, didn't we?
aye, and that's when they're all grown up into it, and wee Tim's had his own wains, and he's about to have another daughter. And she sees her sister, doesn't she? And she's wearing a suit, and you're going, crafty bastards are making a second one.
Aye. Come out your mammy's VG with a fucking three-piece suit on, you wee shite, you. It's good, because it shows you them, they've grown up. Doesn't show you their heads. But I'm proud of you, Blesley. They call each other by their middle names, know what I mean? Yeah, you
Aye.
too, Theodore. And they still do the handshake. One goes to handshake, one goes to they still do that, man. Which is
Aye.
quite clever.
That gets you in the feelings.
Oh. You gotta be your brother, man. What's the most? I know. Texting that one.
See another thing, right? I was killing myself laughing, right? Because I don't know if family still do it, right? But when the two boys are pretending to pure love one another and all that, right? And then the two of them are in the bath together. And the dad comes in and takes a picture of them in the bath. What is it with Moz and Daz taking pictures of Wayne's in the bath?
My mum's certainly get ones of me, my brother, and my dad in the bath.
I'm telling you right now, should ring of certain people ever get my family album, they'll be fucking sorted for life. See, when you go through that, there's so many pictures of me and my brother, my niece, my sister, and all that. We're all in baths. I swear to God, mate.
It's an absolute dream of bare bum pictures, I know, man. It's like your mum always had a camera at hand when you tried to run away without trousers on, you know what I mean? Fuck's wrong with you?
And then, well, what I find hilarious, they get these pictures of you running away. the picture's perfect, but then you'll come across one where they've tried to take one with everybody sitting down and it's all blurry like that. Really? So you were
Aye.
fucking dead-eye dick with a fucking arse pick.
Mary, aye. Were you pissed or did you sneeze when you took that photo? The last photo of the family together? You fucking useless bastard. But there's the way in, look. Perfect. Could get that up in the Louvre, know what I mean? But I
Oh,
don't know how they
mate.
done it, mate.
Oh, I
Double
was just
exposures and all that.
just funny, man. Just
You know,
brought me
see,
back to that.
you only remember. I remember getting sent to the chemist to buy a flash. Big fucking square bulb, man, to stick in the tip of the camera and all that. Oh, them
Oh
days, man.
no, I came for that generation of the wind-up camera. Like, did that go? I don't know.
Aye. You know, you take the photo and then you're like, you start talking and go, oh, did I wind it? Did I not wind it? Oh, I can't remember if I wind it or not, because if you overwind it, you fucked it.
They gave me that wee tiny window to look through. It's not what the picture's going to fucking look like by the way you were like that. The fuck?
I remember a couple of nervous trips to the chemist to see photos that I took mad with and all that when I was my party days. Oh, because obviously somebody's seen them before you. You don't get a chance to delete it and do it again, you know what I mean? Oh, some belters that get
Mate.
ripped up there and then,
Oh,
let me tell you.
aye,
But
I found that funny. It was like a pure, that must be a family thing everybody does. Although, like I says, I don't know if people do it now because they know the fucking, the troubled folk out there nowadays.
well, the good thing about our photos is they're not in the digital world, they're physical. And unless somebody that's very desperate for child pornography breaks into our mum and dad's house, they'll be alright, I think. But on that happy note, the end credits, it was a female voice singing Burt Bacharach's What the World Need Now is Love. And then it shows you the animation, different animation of them kind
Aye.
of playing together and being pals and all that. There's a wee end scene as well where it's just his ma coming in going, right guys, lights out. And he just says, 5 more minutes, mum. Okay. So just, I think it's just to solidify the fact that they're getting on and they love one another. But I
Aye.
like the song. Song's good.
Aye. Aye, well, I see apparently one of the writers on this was Michael McCullers. I'm sure he done writing in a couple of Austin Powers films. So maybe that's where the world needs now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burt Bacharach, baby.
Oh. But
Not
you're right,
so
mate. It is, man.
different. You and I, Mr. Powers.
Fly, fly.
Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Yeah, baby. Tom Cruise.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
I'll get back and listen
But
to that Goldmember one we done sometimes. It's so good. I don't care for self-promoting myself here. I don't care. My Goldmember podcast was an absolute fucking giggle fest, so it was. Just laughed. I love gold! Oh, we might need to delve back into the world of Austin Powers one day.
But I guess it's kind of a stupid question, but have you got a favourite character?
The boss, baby.
Aye, exactly.
Aye, he's got the best lines, he's got the best dialogue, he's got the best, well, he's got double of his best story arc with him and Tim. But aye, he's great. His pattern's great, and he struts about. As you can see there, he's got his wee sock suspenders on and all that. Do you know what I mean? Just class. And he's just always flinging about money. Like, yeah, get yourself a wee something. Same as you, I take it.
Aye, mate, exactly the same. It's just he's got the lion's share of the best lines, know what I mean? And just it's the whole aspect of a tiny baby acting like a CEO, like a 50-year-old CEO in some company. You know what I mean? It's just superb, man. It's, like I say, like the initial idea behind it is just genius. Just genius. And
One of the, it's one of
that's based.
it's genius. That's genius. It's simple. It's like one of the things we all think is a Wayne, where when we're not in the room, like Toy Story, toys come to life when we're not in the room, or Night at the Museum when it's locked up at night time. All the things come alive, and babies can talk, and animals have conversations, shout at
Aye.
the window at one another, and all that. You know what I mean?
See,
It's just innocent.
I know that, right, we've spoken about how the critics weren't in favour of this, right? How it was kind of poo pooed. Not pure poo pooed, but it was, whatever. But it was also nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Movie.
It was.
So I'm like, so was there just nothing else out there? Or are you just talking shit? Know what I mean? Because it was pipped by Zootopia, which, aye, know what I mean? Zootopia is
The
decent.
award it was. Aye. So Tim McGrath's brainwave are having this no too complicated, no too futuristic, maybe backfire, because Zootopia is visually stunning, man. It really is. The world building in that is just amazing. So I can see,
Yep.
hats off.
Aye.
But
So
you're
it's
right,
just,
it's still got nominated. It was nominated
aye.
for 18 individual awards and won one. But it wasn't shite. So it's definitely no a 5 out of 10 or a 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what's fucking definitely no.
Aye. Aye. Again, it's. Oh, you don't want to go to war with the critics because they are necessary for certain things, but
I don't know.
again, it's like when you see that they weren't really in favour of it, but then it was nominated. So it's like, and it wasn't just like it was nominated for one of the most sought after fucking awards. Know what I mean? So it's like, what we talk about here?
Shut up, you're always talking. Hey, Ma, can I get
Aye.
this knife? Because the deer, the hoof, you know. Aye, so there we go, folks. What was your marks out of 10, mate?
I'll get an 8, mate. An 8.
That's what I've got in my mbd. I was like, I put it down to a 7. No, I don't put it down to a 7. It's a fucking 8 for me and all.
Aye.
I've got a great issue with anybody that's put this as a 5 or a 53%. I just think people that don't like animation anyway are just get a bit soulless, aren't they? A bit joyless.
Aye.
There was
Oh, like it, mate. I went and bought my childhood cartoons. Know what I mean? Because I like them. So if I like them, I'm fucking watching them. It's as simple as that.
exactly. World's taking itself too serious, and it's almost as if the critics. I need to review an animation. Okay. As if they've made their mind up already, reading some of the shite. But there we go, folks. We hope you enjoyed our take on it. If you have seen it, if you've not seen it, I strongly suggest you do see it. Especially if you get kids, man. Toddler age kind of kids. They'll love it. Absolutely love it. And the follow-up film, Boss Baby 2, is equally as good. With an equally as goodly voiced villain in it, by the way. Jeff Goldblum. Smashing. Absolutely smashing. So there are 2 8s out of 10, and thanks very much for listening to our drivel for another week. We hope
Yes.
you enjoyed it. We really do. What's your plans for rest of day there, Christopher? You gonna go
I
to
don't know because it does sound like fucking the perfect storm outside. Know what I mean? Can hear my windows rattling and everything there.
Howdy clouds looking? Are you getting together?
They're looking like they're plotting mankind's downfall, is it they're doing? But
Aye, you know what? I don't even think the clouds are together. I think it's just one big blanket cloud air Glasgow.
aye.
Oh, in Glasgow, what am I talking about? I'm Clydebank, just on the outskirts of Glasgow. But
Aye.
Looking shite. Looking shite.
Oh, what I might actually do. Like I said to you this morning, watching this movie, and there is a scene in this movie
Oh,
that has
aye.
helped me to decide what my film is next week. Because, like yourself, I have now created a list instead of thinking going from week to week, instead of forgetting the films I'll maybe want to do. So I've just wrote a list, and this helped to decide it. So
Okay. This is scene.
after Boss Baby, right? After Boss Baby has dressed up as the dog, right? And they get in, and he obviously throws his costume in the bin, and
I
it's
know what
hanging
we're
out
doing.
the bin.
Aye,
Do you
can
know
I
what we're
guess?
doing?
Aye, can I guess? Spider-Man.
That's it. Spider-Man
Yeah.
2. Yes. I was like that. I'm telling you, mate, there was so many films there, and I went, oh, I don't know what to do. And then I seen that, and I went, it's got to be a sign. Toby McGuire. Then that scene, I was like, right, fuck it, that's it, decided. So,
Fucking fantastic. I'm buzzing for that. I've not watched that in a number of months. 'Cause I usually get through my Tobey Maguire phase like you do as well,
aye.
and watch them all. So I'm delighted with that. The power of the sun, in the palm of my hand. Brilliant, man.
Right. So, what I may actually do is watch the first Spider-Man and then watch the second one.
Aye, of course. Aye, yeah, what's the first one?
So,
Bit of context in it. Get you in the mood. Getting the old juices flowing. You know?
plus, any excuse to watch Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. I mean,
What? Aye, the first one. Aye, right. Okay, aye, sorry. Aye.
so I mean, it's not exactly a task, but I mean,
No, it's not a
come on.
task. You will obviously have to finish off your meal by watching the third one, which again isn't fucking as bad as people make it to be. I quite enjoyed the third one. That's it. You know what I mean? I thoroughly enjoyed the third one.
I remember being in the pictures for that and I sunk in my seat. Oh, see me!
Oh, what you doing, Sam? What you doing? You writing that pish for? It was funny, but thoroughly enjoyed it. My only gripe with watching Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, as I've probably said on this a million times,
Mrs.
is
Dunst.
I've him. Cheeky cow, bitch bastard. Treats Peter like a piece of shite, and she's got a face like a burst couch, with saggy eyes, and her 1940 shoes on and it. Like, Peter,
Oh.
get her safe. Fuck. Do you know what to do, mate? Go over to Loonball's daughter, the landlord Looney daughter. She'd be alright with her hair done and all that, you know what I mean? Go with her. She's making you cookies, she's baking you cookies and shit. That Kirsten Dunsty fuck. She can't even hold down an acting job, a bitch. Get her out there. Singing's depressed and all, man. But we'll get to that next week.
Oh, Jesus.
Just for
Aye.
our two-parter. Part 2's the fucking fall of Kirsten Dunst.
Aye. But I'll do that because I still hold it in high regard as the best superhero film. So I'll see if I feel different now. But or if
It's
I'm
up
just
there in the
still
top.
stuck in that nostalgic moment.
Definitely up there in the top 3.
Hmm.
I wouldn't like to place the top 3 because they all sit at number 1, depending how I'm feeling. Like Dark Knight, sorry, and that, and Man of Steel for me because so underappreciated. But listen, folks, thanks very much for listening to the episode as always. If you enjoyed it, please consider sending it to someone else who might like it. Word of mouth, again, is how we grow, and your support means the world to us. But apart from that, Christopher, anything else you want to say to the Peoples?
No, just enjoy your week, your weekend, and everything else that you do. And again,
Yes.
if you want to go and see Quaint, they're doing a gig today. So,
Somewhere.
yes, it's either Glasgow or Edinburgh, so be two places at once.
Exactly. And as always, check out Seismic Cinema, Diabolical, the Wreckfast, who are back on our screens this week. The Wreckfast Club, Dragon Ball. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, but I'll still listen to the boys because they're fucking insane, mate. They're insane.
Yeah, totally entertaining.
That fucking Dragon Ball. Fucking hell, man. It's a ball made of dragon.
See me eventually they get round to do a collab. They need to talk Scottish and we need to talk Scouse.
They've done it. They're no shy about doing a wee Scottish accent.
It's brilliant, but see when they done Mrs. Doubtfire, I was fucking pissing myself.
Aye, that was funny, wasn't it? What was it he kept saying? Kept repeating? Mossy?
Can't remember when I kept getting it.
My tatties or something like that. Oh, my tatties!
Daddies!
And Craig for Diabolical, I think it's Craig for Diabolical, has also said that they need to get his own at some point as well, so that would be smashing as well. As always, we are such busy creatures, you know. Our diaries are stapid full of arrangements and appointments and kids and the like. But we will, as always, get round to it because good eggs, man. Good eggs. Anyway, speaking of eggs, that's what I'm going to have, mate. Boiled egg and toast.
Well, you enjoy that. And everybody will see you next time.
Yes, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Catch you later.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Share your dreams.